Hey, what's going on, ladies and gentlemen? Nukem Dukem here, and welcome to fan-made of South Korean operators. The credit goes to Manic Lamb. I'll put his original link on in the description from Reddit. So let's go ahead and break it down. Before we get started, let's go ahead and make sure you guys get this $50 gift card giveaway on all platforms, whether it's PS4, Xbox One, PC. It's right here. Make sure you subscribe. Have the notifications there, which is the bell button next to it. Hit like, leave a comment, and description. That's when you get entered in the giveaway. You can use that money for anything you want. You want to buy Rainbow Six Siege, or if you want to get the season pass, elite armors, and all that, or any other game. So the way Manic thought of this concept is called Operation Pale Dance. So he kind of had a theme of the Southeast Asia, where it's more of a technology base. You know how Japan is very technology based, same as South Korea, since they're very into the gaming culture and have a lot of electronics there. So this is the atmosphere, and it does seem like Ubisoft would go this way because of the Spain map. We had the disco club to it, so this is his direction on it. So what the text says is, in Operation Pale Dance, 2707 Operation joined Team Rainbow to reclaim the studio. Our new free map, this 8 major content update, also introduced new weapons, skins, advanced customization options, and more improvements. So in my video where I covered all of South Korea's special military forces, this is correct. 707 Operation is the one that they specialize in counterterrorism in the country. A lot of people might think it's a different one since they different group. I think it's UDT. They successfully hostage extract or a terrorist group where they thought it was UDT, but it is either 707 or UDT that would be the special forces. I think it's 707. So the two operators that he came up with, his name is Skid for attacker, and then you have Hanusu. Sorry if I said it wrong, if I butchered it, and that'll be the defender. I can't tell which one's male or female. It seems like the left one's female. I don't guarantee that, but it kind of looks like that in my opinion. So these are the two new South Korean operators. With Operation Pale Dance, Team Rainbow recruits 2 of the 707's finest, Skid and Hanusu. The new operators are immediately unlocked for season pass owners with exclusive access guaranteed for 7 days. All players then can unlock the operators with Renown or Rainbow Six credits after the exclusive period ends, which means it stays in line with all the other previous operators, and 1 week later people can get for 25,000 Renown. Okay, next let's go ahead and go to their abilities and weapons and their little bio behind them. Alright, starting from the left, let's go ahead and talk about Skid. His primary will be a KSG, and then he will have a K7. His secondary will be a Jericho 941. This is a little bit different than my research of showing what the South Korean Special Forces has, but they are within the line group. Then he would, or this Skid would have frag grenades, stun grenades. It'll be a 3-speed fast operator with 1 armor. Okay, let's talk about Skid. Born and raised in Yeosu, sorry if I said that wrong, or Yeosu, Korea, Suki is a CQB expert who has high adaptability to local affairs. With her outstanding physical ability, she was commissioned as Republic of Korea's Army Special Forces Staff Sergeant when she was 21 years old. She adapts easily to rapid changes in condition due to her excellent reflexes and shows high concentration in extreme situation. She was recruited by the 707 Special Missions Battalion. Just a little note, the Special Forces in the 707 Battalion does have women, and they have the advantage of using female Special Forces member because a lot of terrorists or the people who they're trying to infiltrate would not expect a woman to be a part of Special Forces. And then if you don't know, a lot of South Korean Special Forces, they train in 3 different martial arts where they practice a lot of CQB combat, which is close quarter combat. So they do a lot of knife, hand, and feet. They break a lot of bricks and things to that nature. So let's go ahead and talk about her ability. Skid has been trained to react rapid changes on scene. Due to these drills, she can handle her arms under any circumstances while climbing ladders, sprinting, and even when she is heavily injured. She is equipped with a small hand mirror which provides short sight by corners. She has the ability to slide for short distance while sprinting. These abilities allow her to neutralize enemies quickly and safely rush into hostile areas. My personal opinion on this ability is, as cool as it sounds, it seems a little bit broken, where it doesn't really fit in the game, and the engine doesn't, or the mechanics doesn't feel like it actually works, like they can add it into game. Like this ability lets her climb ladders, sprinting, and even when she is heavily injured, which means that she can use her arms, meaning she can use her guns. I don't know if it's her primary or secondary only. So let's say if you're climbing a ladder, she can shoot you while climbing a ladder. Or when she's in a down state, or when she's running, she can shoot. Now that's a little bit overpowered in my opinion. An operator who can run and can shoot her gun while she's running, it's just too much. And her also an ability is that she can see around corners with a small mirror. Now I think this is a lot better idea than having her ability, her being able to use her arms while running, climbing ladders, or sprinting, or in the down state, because it's just way too crazy, and people won't get used to that. And I think the mechanics doesn't support it. But this idea of having her gadget where she can pull out a mirror and can see around corners, let's say you're out of drones, that might not be too bad of an idea. So I'm actually open to this idea of having an attacker with the mirror can peek around corners if they're out of drone, or they can turn the mirror a little bit so they can see more into the sight. Maybe it's a technology where she can actually zoom in a little bit, where it's like ACOG if she wants to zoom in her camera by pressing another button. So that's a unique idea. Alright, let's talk about his weapon. His primary is an MP9, and his secondary or other primary shotgun is a KSG. Secondary is a Jericho 941. He will be equipped with a nitro cell and barbed wire. He is going to be a fast operator with 3 speed and 1 armor. So this idea he has is these South Korean operators are going to be very high speed, fast, both on attack and defense. Alright, let's talk about his history. As an orphan, pardon me for butchering his name, and anything I say that's false, because I know I have a lot of Korean fans, and I'm sorry I can't pronounce it. As an orphan, Jeong-hoon grew up in Busan, Korea. As his orphan friends described to enlist, Jeong-hoon decided to join them. They were recruited by the Republic of Korea Army Special Forces, or known as ROK, short-term abbreviation for that, before transferring to the 707 Special Mission Battalion. Alright, let's go over his unique ability. One of his friends, the engineer, gave him the special device. No, I think that they're referring to Mira, since she is an engineer, a special device person. The DNM device makes noise in where it points. Once the OPFOR is exposed to noise, false information, the ping, will be shared to the opposing team, while Hanusu, the operation every OPFOR scan will be yellow pinged. My opinion on this ability is, as cool it is and as awesome I want it to be in the game, I don't think it actually works in terms of Rainbow Six Siege, providing false information. Because the way Siege works is you rely on your team callouts, your team information, and just having a false ping where you think your team puts it there, it's just that you can't believe any callouts anymore. Let's say you're playing casual, or you can't talk to your team, and then you see a yellow ping on your mark. You think your team is pointing at that ping, where it's in fact a false one that's created by his a little laser, makes noise where it points. The idea of noise, like Rainbow Six Siege, is all about listening to sound, footsteps of enemy, sounds through walls, nitro cell, grenades, charges, mute jammers. And if you're gonna mess with a player's mind in a sense of all that is established in Siege, it's just fundamentally broken in the game. Now, I like the idea of the device that does make noise, but it has to be distinctive noise where it's that you're being tricked. Like, it causes noise interference where you can't hear as well. That's pretty cool. Like, you put a device and then you can actually remote activate on your button and it started making that noise where it's loud and obnoxious, where it kind of disorients the attackers. Now that sounds cool, where it works in the game and it doesn't like messes up with real callouts, real ping, where it just feels unnecessary. So I actually really like that idea of just you can throw devices around and you can select which device to make loud noises, just to kind of cause that little distraction, make it harder for here to attacker. Okay, the map will be called the Studio. In Seoul, the heart of Korea, a hostile act broke out. Unidentified terrorist group took over the broadcasting station, threatened national security and the lives of people. The new studio map will be available free for all players. Interesting idea. A studio, you can have upstairs, downstairs, and middle. So I actually like this idea. This idea of studio sounds wonderful. Let me know what you guys think on that one. Alright, that's all for the fan-made theory. Thank you for the creator for sharing this. It's very cool, awesome idea. Don't forget, if you guys have not checked my coverage of the South Korean operators with the weapons, the history behind the whole military forces, possible maps and abilities, put a link below and annotation, make sure that's enabled. Don't forget to enter the giveaway for $50 on any platform you guys want. It's in the description. Make sure you guys hit that subscribe, the bell, the like, and the comment below. I'll see you guys next time. Thank you so much for watching. Take care.